Hey John, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me yesterday and accepting your free video. I know that you have a marketing company that you're very happy with, so that's awesome. So I just want to point out a few things that you really should see and know. That's going to be really, really important, and then you can share that with your marketing company as well. Um, we're going to go over a few tips that can be applied that would really help your online presence and getting more organic leads. It's important to know that 70% of your organic leads come from this website. So your website really should be properly optimized so you can actually capture that traffic. So we're on your website. You have a decent looking website. You do have separate pages for each of your services, which is exactly what you need. Hopefully, each of these pages have their own original content and their own keywords based on your location. That's going to be very critical. You cannot have duplicate content on your website. Google does not like duplicate content. So everything has to be original, and it has to be based around your local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching for your services. So, like right here, um, these could technically be keywords if there's the proper amount of repetition, but these would be national keywords because there's no location attached to that. So, you do need to be focused on local keywords. Do see interlinking pages, so that's good. That does actually help with your SEO a little bit. But I'm seeing very minimal actual content or any local buyer intent keywords on the home page. So the biggest problem on your home page is content. Content is key. You need to have a ton of content. Google needs you to have a minimum of 1,000 to 1,500 words of content or more, and it needs to be focused around your services and those local buyer intent keywords. Your home page should be like a summary of each of your services on your home page with their own content and their own keywords. And then you would have these service pages that would have more detail about these services with different keywords and different content. So it's going to be really important. You need 250 words for every keyword you're going to target. I also noticed you have these service area pages, which are great because you do need these to be able to show up organically. But here's the problem. So we have water damage restoration, Springville, Utah, which is great. That is a buyer intent keyword. You should not have repetition, should not have more than that keyword more than 3 times on the page, and you do. That's called keyword stuffing, and Google does not like that. Um, so we have it here again. And the other thing is you have more than one service. So why are they only focusing on water damage on these pages? And there's a ton of different variations of this keyword. So you actually need to be using various keywords on these pages because everybody searches differently. And so you're going to miss out on a ton of potential customers on your pages by only focusing on one keyword per page. And then you have multiple services. So each of these service area pages should be like mini home pages with summaries of each of your services. Each of these services should be mentioned on each of these pages with keywords that go with this community or this city. And then the other thing I noticed is that it's the exact same duplicated content on every single one of these pages. Same images, same content, same exact keyword, only switching out the location. So Google does not like repetition. They will not index everything like they should. Because of that, Google says it's spam and they don't like it. So you do need different content on every single one of these pages, and you need content about all these services. Otherwise, the only thing you're going to be found for, if these pages ever rank, is water damage. You will not be found for any other service. And I know that is the bread and butter, but you should be found for some of these other services in each of your locations. So there's a lot of work that actually needs to be done here to optimize. If we look at your top competitor in Salt Lake, it's AAA Restoration. Their website is not fabulous, but they do have separate pages for each service. All of their pages have unique content and their own keywords. They've got a ton of interlinking between pages. You can see they're focused on buyer intent keywords that are local, but it's not the same keyword. They're different keywords, different interlinks, and a ton more content. So these guys are beatable, but you're going to have more content, not just on the homepage, but throughout the website. Definitely need to work on your content and keyword strategy, and then support that with SEO, because a website by itself is not going to be found. And I know you said you have a marketing company and they're doing your SEO, but it is kind of hard to tell based on your metrics here. So I don't know when they started. They could have just started. But you have a score of a 2 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which means Google doesn't really trust your website. That's 100% because you're referring domains and backlinks. Not all of these are created equal. So you do need to make sure you're getting authoritative links, which means that they're directly related to your services and industry. You only get credit for 1 backlink per referring domain. Anything else Google also looks at as spam. A referring domain is any website that will provide you with a link. A backlink is the physical link coming from that other website to your website. And then you're going to need more of these than your competitor, but you need to make sure that they're better quality and do follow links. If we look here, you have 27 do follows, which means only 27 out of 139 backlinks are doing anything remotely to actually help your website or help you rank. You have been indexed for over 300 keywords, and you are getting on average 130 people to your website, which isn't terrible, but you're missing out on a ton of actual traffic that's going to convert into customers. And when we look at your keywords, you do have a couple, 5, 6 on the home page. No, I'm sorry, on the first page of Google, which is good. But your biggest traffic here is this here, Prime Restoration, which could be your brand or a part of your brand, but it's also a national keyword. And so if this is not your actual brand name, you're going to get traffic from all over the country. And so these metrics aren't going to be local. You'll have a small fraction that are actual local. And so it's going to throw your metrics off, and most of these people are going to leave your website and they're not going to convert. So you do need to focus on local buyer intent keywords. But even if you look here, all of these words, except for one, are water damage. So you're missing the boat on these keywords because there's a ton of different variations of keywords that you need to be using so you can capture all of the available traffic. We look at your competitor. They have a rating of 25 with over 2,000 backlinks, 300 referring domains. Only 114 though are do follow, so you only have to beat their 114 do follow referring domains in better quality as well as quantity. And they're getting over 300 people to their website, and that's without service area pages. So again, it just shows you how much you're missing out on by not properly optimizing your website. So you need to work on the content and keywords, and then support those keywords with your backlinks so that can actually rank and you can actually be found for your services in all your service areas. And the last piece is this Google Maps section, and you are in the top section here, which is good. You want to make sure that you are in the top 3 for each location and your top services, because nearly 30% of people go straight to the maps and don't search anywhere else. So if you're not listed here, you send all those competitors to your competition. And the biggest factor in being in the top 3 are citations. That's the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Facebook, Yelp, Instagram, etc. So you need a ton of those and more than your competitors. And when you follow all of these tips I provided you today, your website can be #1 across Google for all of your services in each of your service areas using those local buyer intent keywords supported by your SEO. John, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and that you can apply these tips so you can actually start capturing more of those leads. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen, and I would love to get your feedback on the video. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you soon.